All right, next fighters. We got these two dudes. Where'd they go? I already talked about Jason Blair and Samuel Sanchez. This video is about Felipe Franco and Freddy Vidal. Look, you know that Spider-Man meme where everybody kind of looks alike, pointing at each other. It's all the same thing. There's a little bit of that going on here. You got two guys who do a lot of similar things. They both want to grapple. They both want to wrestle. And they both go for takedowns immediately when their fights start. Shoot, if you looked at both their last couple fights, they would headbutt each other if they started the same way because they're just coming at each other. But yeah, that's what these guys do. These guys want to wrestle. Striking, for the little bit of striking they've allowed us to see, again, similarities. It's actually not that bad. They both have some striking. It doesn't look bad. And they're both powerful. They're both strong. Um they both look like they're a little chinny, if I'm honest with you. Like that is probably why they're wrestling so much. I feel like it's a situation where they're trying not to have their chin get exposed, so they wrestle a lot. But they look good when they strike. So we're either going to see these gentlemen offset each other with the wrestling and become a stand up fight, or a bunch of grappling, and whoever just ends up on top to begin with wins the fight. Let's talk about Felipe Franco, the favorite. I like him. I'll be honest, I like him. He looked really good. He looked really good on tape. Again, the striking looked good for as long as he allowed the fight to be standing. It's almost like he has so much confidence in his wrestling that he's not giving himself the benefit of the doubt. He's like a better version of Torres Finney, um, but with more jujitsu and more desire to finish. And he's gotten a lot of submissions. I've seen him with the rear naked choke. I think I saw him get an arm bar. The what do you call when he's laying on top of you? The head and arm triangle. I forget what that one's called. Um, but yeah, he's gotten a couple submissions. But then he's also got some vicious ground and pound. The point that I was gonna say is that there was a fight a couple fights ago, maybe it was like 3 years ago, where dude just with his jab he rocked some dude, and instead of just staying on the feet and going, he just went and wrestled him. Like he wants to wrestle so much, kind of to his detriment, that he's not taking advantage of how good he could be on the feet. So again, yeah, I like Felipe. I like him a lot. Freddy, because he's so similar, is tough because this is the toughest fight for both these guys. These guys have both been kind of fighting guys who are not that good, and they're fighting guys who have not been really willing to wrestle with them as much. The thing with Vidal is I see like Vidal, when he got the wrestling going, he wasn't able to really build the jujitsu or build the positions to get the ground and pound. I didn't see him really, at least with the little tape I was able to find, to have that kind of success where Franco finds a way um into mount, full mount. He finds his way to take the back. He finds his way to stretch his opponent out on the ground, and then just they can't move. It's like Franco knows what he's doing on there. Vidal is more like just so strong and trying to hold guys down and working on trying to get to a position, but I didn't really see him doing much. So I'm gonna have to go with that, based on what I just saw with the little tape that I saw. I wish I would have seen more. I think Franco is just more consistent in achieving his goal. He knows how to get to the fight where he wants to get it. So I'm gonna go with the guy who finds a way to end up in the dominant position and getting the finish. He's gonna go for the finish. I told you already, both these guys are kind of chinny. Can Vidal pop Franco and knock him out? Yes. Will he? I don't think so. But if you want to go ahead and sprinkle on it, now let's talk about the odds. I already broke down the fights. Remember, this channel is less about bets, more about just breaking down every fighter so we can use that information for future fights and future bets. But we're here. Let's talk about the bets. Felipe Franco KO 135, submission 165. They know that it's either or, man. This right here, there's a lot of value in this. Freddy Vidal by KO. There's value in it if you like Freddy, because Franco's a little chinny, and Freddy looks like he can box once he's there, but he's like not comfortable, so he doesn't stick with it. Honestly, even him by points is a decent play because he's a control type of guy. If he's gonna have success, he can hold down Franco, but I doubt it. I think you're gonna see a finish. There's one more thing I forgot to say, and I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you this. This could be a little bit of a whisper bet. Freddy Vidal by submission. Why? Because Felipe Franco, almost in every fight that I saw, he's so aggressive with his takedown that he gets in a guillotine position, like in danger of being guillotined. Almost every fight, Franco's neck is out there and he has to pop it out because he doesn't care and he puts himself at risk. If I'm Freddy Vidal and I'm his corner, I'm like, look, try to take him down. But if he tries to take you down and his neck is out there, grab it. And I'm practicing that all camp. Freddy Vidal by submission is something that we should all keep in mind because Franco loves to put his neck out there. Makes me want to bet it right now, and I probably will after this video. What's my actual call? I think Felipe gets on top of this guy and he either chokes him out or knocks him out, just like the odds state. If he does not, Freddy can catch him, maybe knock him out, or remember that submission, he could choke him. All right, guys, good luck. Hope to see you guys in the UFC in the future, especially Franco. Peace.